podcast show. What up, Bruce? Bruce?
What's up, Adayse? How you doing today, my man?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. You ready to
Yeah.
slide into this about this
Hey,
YSL and Young Thug trial and with everything that's going on?
uh, boy, I'm ready, man. You know, it's 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 amazing seeing that young kid sitting right there. You know, um, I try to make him look like he's a big boss of so many criminals and things like that. You know, he's a young guy, man. He's a young guy, and they are trying to send him away for life. You know what I mean?
Right.
And these young kids don't know this part of society. You see what I'm saying? They can they can be told about it, but man, now meeting it face to face, I wonder what's going through his mind, his thoughts and everything. You know what I mean? Because um, they are trying to get him on criminal gang charges through his lyrics on his music, and I'm hoping that his lawyer had already informed the jury what gang means. It just only means three or more people. That's all it means. And a illegal gang is in criminal activities, but they have to prove that. If it's organized to do that, if there's some people doing it and most is not, it's not a criminal activity allegedly that the gang is doing and stuff like that, man. So I just I just hope that his lawyers really educate the jury. What do you think about that?
Mm, I think you're right, but I got to catch them up to speed on what's really going on. Young
Yes,
Thug made a
please.
crucial Young Thug made a crucial mistake, and that crucial mistake was mixing stuff that could be alleged, considered gang activity. You doing this around guys who you running a business with, who not really in the streets like that. What little bit they might be in the streets, they do Percocets, they smoke weed. So they might go get with guys to get a little weed, because this is what they creating their material off of, being high and what come with their lifestyle. But they not really out there committing crimes and you know trying to shoot somebody in the head and all this old kind of stuff. And he should have not had certain dudes like Gunner, sitting around seeing this kind of stuff unless he knew this dude was kind of ready for this lifestyle and understand what this lifestyle is all about.
Allegedly, that's what
Sometimes
they were doing. Right.
that was the mistake. You know what I'm saying? You should have schooled them. You got to school people around just to make sure they on the same page as you. You can't expect them to be like how you are, when you meet them and, they seem like they how you are. You got to make sure they like how you are. They don't really need certain times, people don't really need to be seeing certain things because if dude wasn't able to see these kind of things or hear about these kind of things, if Thug would have kept the street and the business separate from each other. You know what I mean? No matter how much pressure these folks apply on these dudes, like Gunna and his brother and Whoop de Woo and all that, they can't tell what they don't know. The people got certain levels of pressure that they apply. Meaning they could look at Gunna and tell by his record, school, everything, what's up with him. Then this other dude who done really been through a lot, already been out here doing stuff, they don't have to apply as much pressure on Gunna as they would this other dude. So they got different levels, and once they went above his threshold of pressure, that he can take. Shit, he told what he know allegedly. They could have tricked him a little bit too, cause he don't understand, and some more things in there. It's a whole bunch of other variables in there. His ignorance of the law and what they saying versus what he understand with the street and the street code, and all that stuff mixed up in there. And he could have made a mistake allegedly if he did this or not. I don't know. But Thug made the first mistake by having these dudes around who could bend on you, who can crack on you. You should have made sure that they understood what was going on. You were moving too fast. You can't be doing all this shit. It's not good if you was allegedly doing it, but if you is, you got to be move slow enough to keep that stuff separated. You can't get sloppy and let that stuff, them lanes blend in each other and turn into a one lane where you can't go back and try to cut it in half and separate it once things get hot, and that was the mistake. And now you seeing the other side of that mistake where people done got pressure applied on them and this and that, and everybody ain't holding true, and with that come with part of the game. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about what dude they be snitching. Look, if you don't put yourself in a situation to get told on, can't nobody really tell. You got to be, you just gotta have that little charisma about yourself. But what you think about all this and the dude them getting on the stand? Do this make sense to you? It's gonna lead into some more
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
It's gonna lead into some more stuff. But what you think though?
see, bro, you make a lot of sense, man, and that is some great advice. You know what I mean? And I wish he was able to hear this. See, a lot of people don't understand that a gang could be a corporation, it could be an association, it could be a nonprofit, it could be
Hmm.
anything because it's a word, it's a verb. It could be a verb. It could be it could be associated to almost anything. See, you can have a corporation, a regular corporation that you say, well, this is a corporation. I'm doing business services, and you turn around and try to get business with somebody where that they have a lot to lose, but they are insured. They got everything in place, but you don't have nothing in place. But
Right,
you are showing yourself as a good business person and a good business.
right,
And then when they look deep inside you and find out that you don't have the certain things in place like business insurance, you do not have any guarantees of your services or anything like that, you can be looked on as being a scam. And those
right,
are criminals activities. You see what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
When you can get labeled as that, you see, criminal activities can be as small as that, right?
right,
Or it seems like it's a small thing. So when you call yourself a gang instead of a corporation, you're saying the same thing. Allegedly, I'm not trying to teach nobody how to run a criminal organization legally or anything like that. I'm just telling you that saying that that they was in a gang is not criminal. It's not criminal at all. You know what I mean? It's just that two or three people came together and formed something. We don't know what their alleged activity was going to be or what they did later on, but they trying to get this young man convicted by using his lyrics from his song and saying that that is what the gang was doing because they followed out. I mean, they followed it up. So allegedly they did. So and so I'm just saying that I'm hoping that they got lawyers that is doing a great job to make sure that the jury understands what is being said. Okay,
you know,
you know, and
that's,
what they're doing.
yeah, I like what you said right there. But I think the other part, I think it's just not about the lyrics as much. You know what I mean? Because that's just something they threw out there, to
But they
me.
got to find some type of criminal activity.
Yeah,
They got to
the
find
criminal
something.
activity. See, Young Thug allegedly pulled them on himself with things that was going on, and then they, get these phone taps and all this other stuff going on. So them just putting the lyrics out there is just something to stir up the pot with. They using them guys who they getting on the stand to corroborate that, and that's where they trying to tie it all in at. But you know what I think, Young Thug may have to hit the stand. It just depends on what them dudes saying.
mm,
You got to go up there and defense that with some stuff that's the
mm,
truth. You know,
mm.
and just put it like that. You know what I'm saying? This is not no game, and you just gotta know what to get up there and say and to try to discredit these dudes. He got the if you was cold with them lyrics, on the microphone and in the studio, shit, you better pull out your best lyrics ever on the stand on the microphone, cause if you deliver
Yeah,
like Tupac or Biggie, it's a hit. You out of here. You know what I'm saying? But you just that's how you got to come. You got to knock it out the park, man. You got to go lay some fabulous down and get
see,
yourself out of there. And this it's another thing that happened too that got them start getting them sucked into stuff. You know, like allegedly Birdman used him to shoot up the bus for Wayne, cause
allegedly.
he owed Wayne 51 he owed Wayne allegedly 51 million. So yeah, I send this little dude over here and try to give him a half a million or a million or two to spook this dude from going on me and give him something out of that 51 I was finna have to give up. But I bet you Birdman, my point I'm trying to make is I bet you Birdman, if this allegedly happened and this is allegedly true, I bet you he told Young Thug to come holler at him by himself. And I bet you he told him, look, this is, this is me just speculating, if this really happened and this is true. Man, don't tell nobody what's going on. Use your little dudes, but don't tell them nothing. Just, make up something, Wayne dissed you or something, and you just you can't be on my name like that type stuff. But it really came from dude. But the whole thing is, dude, when this hit, dude knew he was cool. He know my word against his. They can't even if he go say something about me, they not finna come and get at me about that. Ain't no trail, ain't no evidence. This ain't nothing. It's just speculation. They not even finna waste no money trying to do nothing like that. And then he fell back. They might have tried to pull him in, and yeah, we put him as a witness. This and man, you don't got to show up if they trying to subpoena you. I don't know nothing about that. I'm not coming down now, you know. And you just talking to them like that. I ain't doing nothing. They can't make you come. So all that stuff was just bluff. All these witnesses and this going on. That stuff just bluff. But he might be all right. It's hard to say. It's kind of petty. But some of the stuff that was happening down there in the deaths and stuff, that's not petty, and
Yeah,
sometimes you got
yeah.
to know when he just didn't know what was going on. It was just moving too fast. He never could separate the street from the
Well,
from the entertainment. You understand what I'm
well,
saying?
see, one thing I was taught when I was out there as a young boy that anytime I put my feet down on the ground, I just affected somebody.
Right,
And anything I do is going to affect somebody, but it's going to cause a motion of events to happen
right,
before I see it, before I get into it. You see what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And no one did not teach these kids this. You know what I mean? They tell
Mhm.
them, get this, make that money, and the world is yours. It's not. The world will spit you out. The world don't need you. The
Right,
world is hungry. Only thing they want to do is chew you, which is called being
mhm,
a servant. And the
right,
more and more that you are being, you're not going to get out. People cannot get out of this system with a idea of I gotta make all this money. I gotta so I can be debt free, so I can be all of this free. Nah, bruh. You don't even know what it is to be free. When you do that, trust me, you'll not be going to jail. You won't be going to jail. Like you said, Adayse, uh, for 2 days straight. If these brothers, these young boys, just stay away from jail, just just give it a pause. Do it for a year to 2 years to 3 years and give a pause if that's possible. Like you said, a lot of them going to say, nah, that's not possible. But if it's possible, you will understand what it is to be free, to really, really be free, because
mhm,
you're not nobody's servant no more. They
mhm,
allow, they allow our kids to get to a certain level on the street because they're still a servant. Because they know what they've done has started a chain of events that the more and more they stay in it, the more and more they're going to be able to serve that master that they don't see. Even when you in jail, they still getting paid. You not on the street no more? Oh, you still valuable to them. And it hurts my heart. I don't know the young man. I just seen him, and I'm trying to feel his spirit, bro, and I'm trying to send him positive vibes, hoping that something happened where this man don't go to jail or don't go to jail too long, where that he still can enjoy his young days out free with his family, man. You know, it
You
just
know,
hurt us because we know
exactly,
how the street is. We know what the street is about. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And a lot of times people like us wish that we can grab somebody like that way before anything like this ever happened. You know, and give them a little bit more wisdom. You know what I mean? But you're right, man. I gotta agree with you on everything you said, brother.
You know, if this reach your camp, young thug, you good. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta save yourself. Not necessary shit. You don't know nothing. This dude, man, tripping. Y'all done made him say that. You know what I'm saying? These dudes
Oh
was
yeah,
under
you
duress.
talk about the one that's been on
Whoever said
in the
anything,
witness seat,
man,
the
whoever said
renegade, bro.
anything,
Yeah,
whoever said anything from any point from the beginning to where we at now, they did that shit under duress. You came and spooked them folks like Gunner, who on this situation with what y'all saying y'all had on him. His time don't carry nothing. You don't got nothing on him about gang participation. You pulling him in on something that you saying about me, and then telling him he facing this amount of time, which he ain't. That is lies. So you got this man under duress. If he is, whether he did or didn't say something, you coming to him putting pressure on him with something that's not true. You can't tell somebody they facing this amount of time and when they not and this and that's foul. That ain't no good. They can't, you have a hearing on that. They can't say, well, they can do anything to get you say something. No, they can't come tell me a lie because they sworn under oath. These are people, they under oath. Always 24/7. So you can't
right.
come to me with something that's dishonest and then go in here and put me in trial and everything you saying is true. Nah, you just lied over here, right here, under oath about what I'm facing when I'm not. I'm not. You can't do me like that and then come over here and now everything you saying is true. What he said this is nah, that ain't no good. That's illegal. But you got to go in there and challenge that stuff. You just can't let it fly. You got to challenge everything
God
going on.
do
You know
everything
what
that
I'm
is
saying?
saying. That's right. That's
You
right.
got to
That's
challenge
right.
everything that's going on because it's challengeable.
We're
It's
not lawyers.
challengeable.
We're not
But they don't
attorneys.
tell
We're
you.
not trying to
They
give
don't tell
nobody
you
no
it's
legal
challengeable.
advice.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't tell you it is, but it is because if this something they did, this can can have the outcome of this, it would be different. If you can go in there and
Right.
prove that my outcome would be different, they did this and that's what led to this or this. If they wouldn't have did that, we can say it wouldn't have led to this or that, and
And
you
this is
can
what
prove
gets
that.
me.
You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Right. Right. This is what gets me. When we're looking at all of these people from Chicago to these other states, even down here in Atlanta and Tennessee, and you see these type of killings that's going on, it seems like that every last one of them is exactly the same. You know what I mean? How they roll up,
Right.
how they do drive-bys. Drive-bys is a mimic of what you see on the old gangster shows. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
where is the difference of that? So then, if someone is 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 rapping a song on a mic talking about a drive by or what they did to so and so or so and so, they are really mimicking what has been happening over 1,000 times already or more. You know what I
Right.
mean? How can you distinctively say that they had rap on everything they allegedly had done? I'm confused, and I hope their lawyer is confused too, to make sure that he brings full light to how can you say that the lyrics is dangerous. Allegedly, because I don't know if they did it or not. I don't have no clue. The only thing that I'm looking at is a young black man sitting up there, and we don't need to see no more of our black mans out going for a long time. Nobody don't deserve that. You know what I mean? Because of what we've been through. There couldn't be no rehab. There couldn't be any type of um of a second chance or whatever. I don't know his legal background, his criminal background, if he had one allegedly. I don't know. But they sitting up here treating this young boy like he's some type of old, um, been inside a gangster mentality for 50, 60 years. We used to see the older Italian guys and Polish guys and any other ethnic guys like that, and they was older. You never seen young guys like this out here. Only our people, you know, and nobody else. So I'm just hoping and praying that his lawyer or lawyers really do a good job of explaining
Right.
the word gang, because they got that splash
Hmm.
everywhere on the media, and so that could be taken out of content by a juror who is hearing or reading this or being told this or what is already in their mind. You know.
I hope this young cat, slide up out of this. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing that's getting us out is it's the worldly things. The diamonds, the cars, the
Mm.
style. Because here you see somebody that got all this and got all that on, but they could be a right individual. They just passing the rightness on, and using to keep somebody as a servant, whether it's your own kind or the other kind. But the game plan is let's keep them out here chasing the worldly
Yes.
things, cause this stuff really don't mean nothing. This stuff really ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But we made it look like it was something. If you don't got this and got this, you not anything.
Black
Nah,
folks are
you
the only
are
one.
something.
That's
You
right. Yeah.
don't have this, then you not anything. Who made that up? Where that at? Where that come from? You know? Who made that up? Who put that in the game? That
Right.
don't mean nothing. So what? You got this, got that out. It don't matter. I don't want it. Whether I can get it, can't get it, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? It don't really mean nothing. Because it don't. And they just chasing the wrong stuff. And then it's all the other stuff that come with it. This has been since the beginning of time. People gonna chime in, throw bad information, pull this in there, throw that in there. Then some of the people chiming in kind of slow all up and like, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know nothing. Everybody just doing whatever. And everybody right. Don't nobody want to be wrong. Everybody want to be on the top.
It
It ain't even about that.
ain't about
You
that,
know what I'm
brother.
saying?
Right. Right.
Nah, it ain't, but they make it be about that,
Right.
and it's just the way of the world. They just how it go. You understand what I'm saying?
That world. The real world is a world where that people actually get along. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you're going to do business with each other, you just do business with each other. There is no um, organized structure to make people do what you want to do. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the
Right.
mentality of keeping people as servants. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And this world, bruh, before that, this world, we didn't have servants. So
Right.
there was a mutual understanding that we got to do things to eat and to survive, and
Hmm.
that we have to come together, you know, and find wives, find husbands, and be able to protect each other from people that's kind of like mental off and think that
Right.
and think they got to take somebody else's stuff. Although this earth is so big that it's way more than millions of lifetimes. You see what I'm saying? So so
Exactly.
so so um, it's about doing things together, brothers and sisters, and that's what it's all about. And Young Thug, man, you got our prayers, no matter what. And I wish I had $1 million. Trust me, I would give it to you. You know what I mean? Just to help out with your defense and people like you. And we're not saying that
Exactly.
we don't know your past or anything like that, but we're tired of seeing brothers like you sitting on a stand, bro, and sitting inside that table right there, man. Whether you can be home with your children, with your family, bro, and reassessing your life. And I'm praying that the
Mm-hmm.
courts give you that chance because you're black. You're a black American, bro, and that means a lot. Trust me, it means a lot, and they know it. It means a lot here in this country, and hopefully they give you a fair chance.
Exactly. So keep your head up, Young Thug. You're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Don't I don't see
All
no
of y'all,
panic or nothing in you. Yeah,
yeah,
y'all gonna be all
all
right,
of y'all,
man. You know
all
what I
of y'all,
mean?
all of y'all, all the people that's involved in this thing, man. Being accused, the ones they picked up first, the ones they had intimidated, allegedly, the ones that is thinking they're doing the right thing and stuff like that, man. And we don't know the situation, so we are praying for all of your guys, bro. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So that'll do
Adayse,
it for the day.
you got the last word, man. How you feel about this, man? And
Man,
in a conclusion,
I, I think he gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
yeah,
he got a lawyer up as lawyer sharp, man. He own it. They ain't he gonna be all right, man. He might got to get up there and speak for himself, though. There's some
right.
because them people might want to hear that. Sometimes you have to speak on certain things because if you don't really speak on it or address it, people try to take it as factual. You know what I'm saying? When it might not even be factual. So he might have to get up there and just defend himself, man. Shoot, you got to defend yourself. Maybe the Lord. It just depends on if he paying attention to his own trial and if he feel like his lawyer has done, he might have to tip over to his side. It just depends. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But that'll do it for today's episode, man. I appreciate you coming and chiming in with me. And man, y'all do me a favor, man. Hit or lick that like button and subscribe.
And don't
You
forget
feel
to
me?
share, bro. We need for you to keep on sharing. Share
Man,
that button, touch
share,
that share
share,
button,
share.
bro. That's right.
All right. I'll catch up with you in 2 and
All right,
2.
2 and 2, bro.
All right, peace.
Peace.